A common question I often get from buyer clients of mine is, when is the best time to buy a home? Be sure to stick around because in this video, I'll be talking about the best time to buy here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Hey, hi, and welcome. My name is Abby Hansen. I'm a realtor with Nebraska Realty here in Lincoln, Nebraska. And if you're wondering what it's like to work, eat, play, and live here in Lincoln, then you have come to the right channel. You may consider hitting that like button and subscribing to my channel. That way you won't miss out on any future content that I will be putting out. And if you're making the move to Lincoln, or perhaps you're already living here in Lincoln and are wanting to sell your current house and buy another, give me a call, give me a text, send me an email. Days, nights, weekends, I've got your back for all things buying and selling. But enough of that, let's get into today's video. So when's the best time to buy a home in Lincoln, Nebraska? Well, that entirely depends on a number of factors such as seasonal trends, market conditions, personal readiness. The list actually goes on and on. But here are some general conditions to think about that may help you make a more informed decision when it comes to your time to buy. Let's talk about seasonal trends. Real estate markets often experience seasonal fluctuations. In Lincoln, Nebraska, like many other places in the United States, the spring and summer months tend to be more active for home sales. During this time, you may find a larger inventory of homes available than you would in, let's say, the winter month. For example, according to data from the Great Plains MLS, in July of 2022, specifically looking at existing homes, there were 535 new listings. But if we fast forward 6 months to January of 2023, there were only 306 new listings in comparison. But you might also face more competition from other buyers, which can drive up prices if you end up buying in the spring or summer versus the wintertime. Now, around the country, it's a popular belief that January and February are the best months to buy a home. But in reality, December appears to be the best time to buy a home. There is most likely going to be the least amount of demand due to the holiday season, and on top of that, Nebraska in December gets very cold. So other buyers may not be wanting to make a move in that sort of weather. So what is it that you prefer? A larger selection of homes to choose from or less competition? Something to think about. Now, let's talk about market conditions. Market conditions play a significant role in determining when the best time to buy a home is because they directly impact the supply and demand dynamics of the real estate market. Here's how market conditions can influence the timing of a home purchase. Firstly, supply and demand. When there's a high demand for homes in a particular market, sellers have more negotiating power, and prices tend to be higher. In contrast, when there's an oversupply of homes and fewer buyers, it becomes a buyer's market, and you may have more options and potentially negotiate better prices. Next is price trend. In a seller's market where demand outpaces supply, home prices tend to rise and competition among buyers can be fierce. In such cases, you may need to act quickly and be prepared to offer competitive prices. Conversely, during a buyer's market, prices may be more stable or even decrease, making it a potentially better time to buy at a more affordable rate. And lastly is economic factors. Broader economic factors such as job growth, income levels, and consumer confidence. Pay attention to any local events or developments that could impact the Lincoln real estate market, such as major employers opening or closing facilities, changes in the city infrastructure, or shifts in the local economy can influence the housing prices. A strong local economy might lead to increased demand and rising prices, while economic uncertainty can have the opposite effect. Because market conditions are subject to change, it's crucial to monitor the local real estate market and work closely with a real estate professional. The best time to buy a home will depend on a combination of your personal circumstances and the prevailing conditions in the market, and these factors can shift over time. The last consideration I'm going to be talking about when it comes to figuring out the right time to buy a home in Lincoln is your very own personal timing and readiness. Your own circumstances also play a crucial role in determining the best time to buy a home. It's really important to consider financial readiness, job stability, and personal life events. Make sure you're prepared for the responsibilities of homeownership. It's essential to take the time to evaluate your personal circumstances and weigh these factors before deciding on the timing of your home purchase. While external factors like market conditions are important, your personal timing should ultimately align with your financial situation and life goals. Ultimately, there's no one-size-fits-all answer to when the best time to buy a home in Lincoln, Nebraska is. It depends on your unique situation and the prevailing market conditions. It's important to do your research, assess your finances, and work with a local agent like myself to guide you through the process to make an informed decision.